Coming at you from the 245 Trioxin Studios, this is Return of the Living Podcast.
And welcome everyone to another episode of Return. Why are you laughing, Larry?
I already opened my bigger head.
Oh. Just make the noise anyway. Just make the noise, Larry.
I can't. It's not my turn.
We have it on the last one, so when you do it,
oh, yeah,
we can just put it over.
Those cameras are too high def. They know. They know I'm bullshitting. Like
Living Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Jared Howe.
I'm Corey Kirkpatrick.
Brad Bamforth.
And I'm Larry.
The imaginary Big Do.
God.
Big dude.
Let's not revisit that.
I'm texting Carrie that we talked about Big Dude on the podcast.
I'm telling you, can we just get a picture of her? And every time we say it, it's like,
I'm already in my mind. I've already put Congo Kong on that. It's happened.
oh.
So 2 weeks from now,
We will already have no hair. We will be hungover. I'll actually be at a wrestling show. I get to come home and do a live or a television taping for a wrestling show. So, yeah.
Oh, yay. I have a fun other job.
It's not that fun when you run it. Trust me.
Well, at least you can make yourself go over.
I'm not even booked to the show.
You know what I've been doing lately? This
Can't
is
do
weird.
it, Terry. I'm not booked.
We don't. I don't like. You guys are like wrestling fans.
Well, I'm a wrestling fan. He's an ECW fan, and he used to be a wrestling fan. And his girlfriend knows a pretty big independent wrestler that owns a company, so he has to be a wrestling fan again.
I just
Oh.
get drugged to wrestling shows because Carrie is like good friends.
And then refuses to come to ours because it would get him in trouble.
It wouldn't get me in
Oh.
trouble.
He just
It's
hates us.
Yeah.
Well, what I was gonna say is that I've been watching wrestling videos on YouTube. Like everything I click on, I'm like, yeah, I want to see this fucking 1,000 horsepower Viper do a burnout. Of course I do. Suggested video: John Cena's debut. Yeah, I want to watch that. Like I don't get it. Like
That's how
YouTube
they
knows
get
me,
you.
and so I've started watching. Like
How long until you get the WWE Network?
I won't. I absolutely.
But it's
will
only
not.
$9.99 a month.
I don't give a fuck.
And you get everything.
I don't care. I will not get it because I don't care about the news. I don't like any of the fucking wrestlers out right now.
I literally
True
only
story.
only have
yeah,
it because
I don't
it's
like
got
any of the wrestlers. Right
every
now.
WCW Nitro through '96. It's got all the pay-per-views, all the
I
ECW
know.
stuff. Like
yeah,
it's the only.
but all that shit's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And like, okay, so ECW,
But
I
not
just
in
figured
full
out
depth.
that ECW is different and still exists, but it's
No, it
owned by WWE. What?
That ended in 2008.
Oh, it's gone already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was called WWECW for all the fans, but yeah, it was on Sci-Fi, and then the contract ran up, and they just moved SmackDown to Sci-Fi.
Oh, I
Yeah,
got
it's
you. Well, I saw the
I was a fan of the old ECW,
Yeah.
not the WWE.
But they do own the
version.
rights
When
to
it
it,
was
and they do
Xtreme.
actually do. They have on the network. They actually have an ECW Exposed documentary thing. That's
Yeah.
really freaking good.
Well, I watched one of the ones with Big Show and
Oh God, the
Khali.
Bobby Lashley. Oh,
yeah, it was old, but it was Big Show. It was when it was Khali's debut, and Big Show came out, and it was just kind of funny because Khali, the great Khali, doesn't talk so much. He does, but it's like blah, 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 blah.
yeah.
And so Big Show came out, and then Undertaker came out. So there's these three fucking men. The ring is like buckling in the middle, and Khali goes on this rant, and the Undertaker's like, "I don't understand a word of what you just said."
You
It's like,
should
yes.
just Google search Kurt Angle
Yeah.
Big Show trank gun.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Or
The funniest thing
Google
I've
search
ever
Kurt Angle versus Booker T promos where Kurt Angle says that he wants a little piece of African chocolate and insinuates that he's raping his wife.
Oh
that
yeah.
was good stuff, too.
Yeah. See,
Or
watched.
read Chris Jericho's book because I have the newest one and it's hilarious and he talks about Big Show and Great Khali getting in a fight overseas.
Or just anything Edge and Christian.
That's also true.
You're welcome.
There's legitimately a database online that I have saved on every phone that I get that is every Edge and Christian quote ever.
Their
God.
shenanigans with Commissioner Foley are legendary.
I will have to check that
Like
out.
when they said that they had the stomach flu and they couldn't fight. I think it was like the Hardys or the Dudleys or the Acolytes that night,
The
and they were
Dudleys.
just pouring water. They were like, "Ugh," and pouring water into the toilet. And then like you saw this like POV camera as if it were Foley because Foley looks over it.
Yeah.
And as it goes, it cuts to a POV shot because of course he's got cameras in his eyes.
Some of the stuff
like,
he did, like Mick Foley was like, when he was training for the Olympics, Kurt Angle trained in this rubber chicken suit, and like so Christian's wearing this rubber chicken suit, and then like the next week Kurt Angle shows up and he's like, "Hey, is that my chicken suit?" Just all the stuff.
The best
they
one
do
that I
is,
found
like,
was Kurt Angle comes
hello.
out and he's calling out. It was Cena's debut, actually, if I recall correctly. He comes out and he's got his like, he was a wrestler, an Olympian wrestler, so he's got his like fucking unitard thing on and the weird headpiece with like the ear protectors on it, and he's got a wig on, and he comes out and I was like, that's weird. Every time I've seen Kurt Angle, he's bald, and he looks really weird with hair. In fact, his hair looks really weird. Why does he have hair? Like, I'm pretty sure that's a wig. What happened here? Well, apparently at some point, I don't know what happened before.
It was him versus Edge in a loser gets their head shaved match.
Oh, because everybody had signs that, granted, I know they hand the signs out, but everyone was talking about him being baldy, and I was like, yeah, he's always been bald. What are you
Kurt
talking
Angle
about?
did a really good job of just being a heel, though. But
Yeah.
I really enjoyed like when he hosed down Austin and McMahon in the milk truck.
Yeah.
That was a good moment in history.
Yeah.
All right, wrestling.
Or I say like
Wrestling
literally-
aside, I
So
just wanted
good.
to say
Yeah.
I'm like
Every
addicted to
quote ever.
YouTube wrestling.
So character creation.
Character creation.
No, we're not revisiting that right now.
God.
So stupid.
Here's a Christian quote, by the way, real fast. Everybody makes a big deal here in Dallas about the JFK assassination. Was it a lone gunman or was it some sort of conspiracy? It so doesn't make a difference. If JFK would have spent 5 more minutes in Dallas, he would have committed suicide anyway.
Jesus.
Way to be a heel.
Yeah. A good one, though.
I'm actually going to send you this link, Larry, so you can enjoy it.
Thanks.
Anywho,
So, character creation.
and we're gearing up for Transworld. Thank you. Have a good night.
We're gearing up. So we're gearing up for Trans World.
Literally, that's what I
Take a
when I
shot.
said at the beginning of the show.
For those counting, take a shot.
And then for those of you that are going to be at Transworld, come visit booth 1444 and give us a shot.
Oh yeah, we have a booth.
We do have a booth.
We're stoked to have a booth.
We should get some booth babes.
I'm really, really nervous about having a booth.
If you'd like to be our booth
Brad doesn't people well.
If you'd like to be our
Yeah.
booth babe, please send us a picture in your bikini to thelivingpodcast@gmail.com.
Last time this happened, you broke a chair.
I'm not going to break a chair
That's
this
true.
We
It's one of the best moments in podcast history.
This is random. The on my desktop, I have the files for that alligator video. It's all Gator Bellow 2, Gator Bridge Full, Gator Growl, Gator Hiss, Gator Sound.
Can you put that video in the in this podcast?
Yeah.
It's
I should do that with
can
the
you put
audio
right
with it.
here, just have it play. Like, right there's a gator. Oh my god.
It's the funniest thing you made. For those that don't, so all of those that don't know, if this is your first show, we all work at a local haunt fear fair, and our lovely director was buying some alligator props for this swamp-like scene we're working on, I guess, and he wanted the actors' opinions, and no one could understand how Larry was like, we should lay these props out like static prop in the background.
It was, I said,
Animatronic
on the left in the front. And then you see it and you're like, it's coming to get me. And then you walk a little more. And then on the right, we have the static prop that looks identical. And you think, it's going to get me. But then on the left, the big one. And
And
I
no
thought it
one
was
got
very
it.
simple. And everyone was like, you put the semi where? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, nobody got it. So,
So he made the
You even
best
haunt, bro?
video. He made the best video. The big one at the end gets me. Like, it's
that was
the cheesiest thing.
it was literally, I was making it and I was like, I just really want this to be funny, but also to get my point across. But then when it came to the big one at the end, I was like, now it just needs to be, it's like the punchline of the joke, because you watch it and you're like, what's going on? And they even like fall off the bridge. They like, and jump off the bridge at the end when he comes out. It's just really funny. I'll edit it in here so you guys can see what we're talking about. I'm not going to... That is like this big. Look. Well, you can see it on that one. But that one, look how tiny it is.
I want like one of those
Look at it.
I want one. I know. I want one of those like old like '90s Nickelodeon things where like it's like let's check this out. We all turn away and the shows and then zooms into the screen.
Oh God.
So
Transworld.
character.
God damn it.
This episode's fucked
Or
already.
wait, did that episode air already?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
Yeah, hopefully.
yeah.
I don't. We've been time travelers lately. I don't know when
We
stuff's
have.
happening anymore.
In the year 2000.
In the year 2000.
But no. Okay. So reel it back in. No. So we're 2 weeks out from our big trip to Transworld. If you are a haunter, I assume that you will be there. If you are a vendor, you probably do not listen to us, but we hope you do. Yeah, I mean, we're like I said, we have a booth. We're gonna have
Just found out about the booth, and like I said, I'm pretty nervous about it. So
Dude, I'm not nervous at all.
So
I'll be-
stop by and talk to Brad for stammers and smiles.
That's right.
I
We're
love you, Brad.
we're talking about some
Awkward hand play.
Awkward handshakes.
to make it worse. If you don't know what booth 1444 is,
Do you know what booth 1444 is?
We should have Brad give out awkward hugs for donations.
we will have a tip jar. Why not?
Clammy handshakes.
Brad is hating you right now. Look at him. Brad, look at the camera. At the look you are giving them right now. Please.
I can't even get it out.
See, Brad, I'm trying to help you.
Barely we got through the first one. Clammy handshakes.
So Transworld, we're there to make a mockery of it and give out clammy handshakes.
I'm all verklempt.
Thanks, Brad. I'm crying real tears.
Shut up and drink your Voss water.
I'm crying gator tears over here.
So anyway,
Clammy handshakes.
So we'll be there, having booth 1444. We're actually, if you find Robert Kurtzman's Monster Shop, I think is what it is. We're right behind them.
Creature Core.
Oh, Creature Core. I apologize, Mr.
They
Kurtzman.
are a core of
Creatures.
And we're right next to the locked-in escape game.
We're also close by the snacks and stuff.
That's right. So if you'd like to bring us food,
You
go
know,
ahead
I
and
like
do that.
how Jared turns his A's into ant sometimes.
Yeah.
Snacks.
Snacks.
It's that berry coming out.
We when we did the female haunters episode, we had a young lady from Wisconsin on the show, and I was just like, "Hi, say taco," and she was like, "Taco," and like I lost my shit. And then like later, she's like, "I don't know why he wanted me to say
I
taco."
don't get it.
I had to apologize on Jared's behalf for that in a private
I was
message.
kind of a dick.
Jared apologizes
Maybe
to no
that's
one.
Like, we made a post. By the way, if you're a female hunter, we're doing another special soon. Message us, email us at thelivingpodcast@gmail.com.
Or
We would
feel
like to
free
have
to
some
visit
different
us at
ladies on the
booth
show.
1444 at Transworld in St. Louis.
Would you stop saying the booth number like
No,
a tard?
I won't.
I know it's kind of weirding me out. We're,
So,
by the way, we'll be at booth 1444.
1444,
all right. So,
Now I've got to put a counter for fucking character creation. Booth 144.
Gearing up for Transworld.
Gearing up for Transworld. We forgot to change clothes again. Fuck.
Get your awkward hands.
Clammy handshakes! Get
Go
him
ahead,
on
Brad.
the clammy!
Here, let me do this for you. Shut the fuck up. Go ahead, Brad.
Don't yell with curse words. There's other people in the building.
I don't even know what to say right now.
I love you, Brad.
Do you know what to do with your
You're gonna be
hands?
fine. You're gonna do just grand. We're gonna have business cards to hand out.
I was going to get on the free swag. We're working on free swag.
We're trying to pull some stuff together.
So if you have any wants that isn't like gold bars, gold bullions, T-shirts, which we will have our T-shirts for sale, correct, Brad?
Did you pronounce the L's in bullions?
Bullions.
Okay. Bullions?
Bullions? Is that like
It's bouillons.
those things you? Is that like those things you put in water to make chicken broth?
Yes, bouillon cubes. Get your bouillon cubes.
Combining 3 decades of special effects, haunted house, and production experience, Crooked Creation specializes in masks and special effects. If you're looking for cutting-edge and original masks for your production or haunt, check out crookedcreations.com. Crooked Creations has been featured in dozens of haunted houses and several independent films and productions. Whether it's burlap, silicone, hybrid, or accessories, your one-stop shop is crookedcreations.com. That's crookedcreations.com.
There's a lot of pressure on us to be professional right now. It's just Brad looks like he's gonna pull his hair out.
That's exactly the reason.
Oh, what do we be? Oh, right. Because
Professionalism. It's how we're gonna make the money.
that's never gotten me anywhere. Actually,
Says how much worth of equipment?
Just don't even know where to go with this episode right now.
We didn't really have much of a good start with this. It was like we'll shoot the crap and then talk about how we're gonna be at Transworld because we don't have a good topic. We had an interview lined up, but you made him cancel.
that was a dick move. I don't feel bad about the clammy handshakes now.
By the way, he thanked me for rescheduling the interview because he's not really comfortable being interviewed.
Really?
I'll ask him
Yes.
the pressing questions.
Wait, is it because of the topic or just
Just in general.
really?
I don't know.
I enjoy it.
All right.
So,
It's all about me.
Can we try and get Bill Nye on the show sometime?
Can we? That would be cool. I'd rather get the Black Science Man.
Neil Tyson DeGrassi.
We should bring Bill Nye to Transworld next year.
it's DeGrasse Tyson, by the way.
I don't know.
He just dropped a truth bomb on you.
He did.
I'll let you have that, Brad. You deserve that. You deserve it.
My other show deals with that kind of stuff, so I better know who Neil deGrasse Tyson
Speaking
is.
of Brad's other show, would you like a product placement?
No, that's all right.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right, because you guys said so. Recently started a second show that deals. I'm a big fan of world mysteries, UFOs, aliens, Bigfoot, Loch Ness monster, things like that.
Virgin Mary toast.
Not to that extent.
True story. My wife once thought that Jesus was in my dog's butthole. Like if you look at the way the hair was, it was like Jesus holding his
I was
hands
gonna
out.
wait till it got quiet, and I was gonna bring that up. Not that I've never seen your dog's butthole, but there is a picture of a dog, dog's ass, and it's like
that's
Jesus with
that's
the robe on.
that's what made my wife think that. She was like, "It looks like Doc's ass too," and I was like, "What? Why are you looking at the dog's ass?"
Okay. Go ahead, Brad.
Anyway, it's I don't even know. It's just a show that this show is growing into a more of a multimedia type of entity, which I'm really excited for. But a part of me still wishes and still likes just the strictly audio, the organic feel of an audio only type show. And I've always wanted to do a second show, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I jokingly put up something on Facebook about being excited that Netflix put up some of the Ancient Alien programs. And a friend of ours, Josh Turner, who listens to this show,
And has his own show,
And has
the
his own
502 podcast.
correct, which is really good, by the way.
We said plug your show, not his.
Well,
I'm gonna plug
Just-
it. He has given us some of our most valuable questions we've ever had for
I'm
listener
not
question
kidding.
episode.
Josh, we love you.
but he immediately responded with, "I'm into that kind of stuff too." And I just, as a joke, I was like, "We should start an Ancient Aliens podcast." And before I knew it, like 2 days later, we're meeting with another one of my friends I used to work with in radio named Vishan, and who I know is interested in that kind of stuff too. And what started as a joke, about 6 weeks later, became a real show. We've done 2 2 episodes, getting ready to release our 3rd, and so far
saying,
positive feedback.
I'd like to give us credit for the show, not in the fact that that's how it came about, but when we did our sci-fi show, you became very, very passionate about the alien and ancient alien topic and talked in depth. I think it gave you the cojones to be able to say, I'm going to do this. He's also looking for a Kleenex.
I am very much.
It's cool. We'll wait.
Look at that.
The fuck, Jared?
And then you drop one on the floor.
Got some random
Jared
napkins
is
in my hoodie.
wearing gray Fruit of the Loom underwear today.
Yes, I
I prefer jockey.
the sci-fi episode got my
Whatever.
the sci-fi episode got me into that kind of stuff. Willing to talk about it a little bit more, and my view on the world and my view on the past and my view on the future of where we are as a species and where we're going, where we've been, is different from a lot of people.
Just real fast, do you think we'll ever have a working TARDIS?
God damn it.
No, I don't know about a working
Elliot.
TARDIS, but
Elliot.
because TARDIS, I'm not getting into this discussion, but
Elliot.
that moves forward and backward in time, and also directly to other parts of. You can go anywhere. I don't think we're gonna see that anytime soon. But
Are you scared we were going to go back in time and make a racist joke?
No, I was just gonna scream like E.T. I felt the need to do that. You're welcome. Ouch.
anyway, if you want to,
I'm going to make a soundboard with like fart and burp potty noises.
All right, when are you guys gonna talk Chaplin's Time Traveler?
we will. I know you want us to.
If a listener for our show wanted us to talk anything, it would happen the next day. And now I'm a listener to your other show, and you're just sweeping me under the rug.
I'm still feeling out the show, feeling out.
Have you done Roswell yet?
How we interact. No, we've done first episode. We just
Bermuda Triangle?
the first episode we talked ghosts. And I talked a lot about the ghost happenings in my own house. The second episode we talked local UFO encounters. We stayed local.
Like the time that we were at the morgue and Sonny swore up and down he saw a UFO, and then I went home and saw on the news that there was some random light above Louisville.
No,
We saw that and we didn't know what it was.
I have a really dick ghost in my house. Speaking of ghosts,
Like, is
in
it just the
houses.
ghost of a dick waving in your face going, suck
No,
me?
there's an asshole that's still in my house. It's really annoying. He's nice. He's not violent. He's not annoying. He is annoying. He's annoying as fuck. But he's not violent. He's not like dangerous. I don't get like a bad vibe from him. He's really annoying.
What's his name?
I don't know what the fuck his name
The
is.
dick?
No, he's the end of my hallway. You go down the hallway, turn left, bedroom. Turn right, other bedroom. Guest bedroom. But he'll, like, if you're watching TV in the living room, he'll just like walk by, and he's always walking into the bedroom. But that's it. And you look up, nothing there. But you'll see him, like, he would have been gone because he walks just by. You just notice him walk by. And he does it twice, 3 times a month. It's the most fucking annoying thing ever. He just walks from one room to another. And that's it. But it's annoying as fuck because I'm always watching TV and I'm like, ghost! But he doesn't say anything, he doesn't do anything. And you only see him if you're in the living room. He always waits until you're like kind of not paying attention, and you only see him in your peripheral vision. You never see him
Didn't
directly.
he
I've
just
got-
like explain the silence? You see him out of the corner of your eye.
It's just annoying as fuck.
I've got children that
That is spooky.
are in not beyond my own children that are in my house.
Oh, really?
I was gonna say, do you
Fuck.
get the 2-sentence horror stories all the time?
What's that?
With your own kids, do you get like the 2-sentence horror stories?
Fuck.
Not yet.
The dark man flicked my forehead. What?
What?
Then you open the door, Teddy, get out of here.
It's like the stupidest thing ever, but it scares the crap out of you.
The only real issue I've had so far is with my kids,
Who
my
are
real
you
kids.
talking to? The artisan water lady? What?
God.
Is my son. I think your camera just shut off.
It did.
No. We still got one going.
should I stop?
No, we still got one going.
Anyway, the one problem I've had with my real kids is my son, who's 5. Every now and then will ask us to get our monster spray and spray his room with 4 monsters. He shows me where they are and I spray them. Could be it's just his imagination, but it could be he's seeing things in his room that I can't see. Our monster spray is basically Febreze, so at least his room smells nice when I'm done. But probably the weirdest thing that's ever happened is my wife saw me when I was awake and in my own bed. I just got home from work in the morning, and my daughter was crying. She came downstairs to check on her and saw me, but my eyes were completely black. But I was at that time I was laying awake in my own bed and wasn't in the hallway. So
you got a shapeshifter on your hand,
or a doppelganger.
You need a rock salt shotgun.
You guys, you just went full supernatural.
Yeah,
That's what I'd do.
That's
what Sam and Dean would do.
Oh, you didn't watch Supernatural.
I watched like most of the first season.
So a
I watched up
customer
till 4 and I was
customer was talking to me about Supernatural. This really pissed me off. And he was like, "Man, fuck you, Cameron." All right, we're just gonna use the main one. That one must be getting hot. But he comes in and I was like, "Yeah, I started watching it, but I've gotten pretty far." And he's like, "Yeah, this is a huge spoiler if anybody's listening that is not caught up, so cover your ears." And he was
Earmuffs.
like, "What season are you on?"
4 or 5.
Okay, yeah, you don't know this yet.
I don't care. Yeah, I'm probably not going to catch. They're on what, like 11 or 12 now?
10. So he's like, "Yeah, it was real sad Bobby died." And I was like, "Well, yeah, they all die in like 8 different times and Cass keeps pulling them out." Well, I'm to the point now where Cass is dead. The Leviathans have come out of him. And I was like, wait a minute. Cass is legit dead. So nobody can pull him out. And his wife like tags him in the arm. And I was like, oh. So I go home. That night, the very next episode I watch is the one that Bobby dies in. And I was like, you're a dick. Why would you do that to me? I fucking hate it when people spoil shit like that.
It's Bobby's death in that show was sad. I'll have to.
Yeah, it's sad
I
as
will
shit.
give you that. But I'm completely caught up on that episode. Anyway, Trans World is what's the whole
Gear up for
the
trans.
whole point. What was supposed to be the whole point of the show. Most of it was you.